Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Mitch from We in Tennessee. And before I get today's vlog started, I just want to wish you guys an early happy Memorial Day. Veterans Day, Memorial Day, I'm huge on that. It's just really high on my list of importance, respect. I support all the armed forces, men or women, and I don't know, it's just a feeling of patriotism and thanking them for their service and definitely for the ultimate sacrifice of giving their lives. And so I want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank all of you veterans that have served, and definitely for those of you that have loved ones who have lost their lives serving our country. My heart goes to you, and just, on a day like today or tomorrow for Memorial Day, just a huge shout out to you guys for your families being able to, deal with that sacrifice. It's just huge on my list. Okay, so one of the topics today is going to be Target, and they are back reeling, just like Bud Light has back reeled its wokeness. And I'm a firm believer, you go woke and you go broke. And not that I'm a backer of boycotting everything, because you can't. Target in this article is saying that it's LGBTQ. I always have a tough time saying that. I've noticed it because I've been to Target like 3 times this week. They have that section of merchandise right in the front. And I'm not how many people are actually buying that, I don't know. But anyway, I read in this article that they are moving it, either getting rid of it or moving it to the back because of all of the backlash. And I've been hearing violence against workers. I have not yet heard anything about that. In the article, it doesn't mention any specific cases, so I'm scratching my head going, I wonder if that's really real or not. But anyway, I got a feeling that they're taking a look in the mirror going, wait, didn't we just see Bud Light go through the same thing? And I think they're basically backpedaling their action on this. And I don't know. I just don't understand. I mean, what percent of the population is going to buy that? I mean, you tell me, Target, Bud Light, what percent of your customer base here, your fan base, are you catering to? I don't understand. You're going to offend, your 90%. It's probably going to be more. And you guys get what I'm saying? They're trying to make the 1%, 5%, however much percent you want to call it, and alienate the rest of the 90, 95%. I don't understand. And so you can check your news and see what's going to happen from this, but it's just mind-boggling to me why companies would want to do that. Why would you jeopardize profits, investors, just your business, your customers, over things like this? Another thing on my students, finishing out the year, if you've watched past videos again, you've noticed that I have just been searching to fit the niche here in Tennessee. I felt like an outsider for so many weeks and months, and I'm scraping and clawing for little bits of things that make me feel like I'm home. And I love and I'm passionate about baseball. And so I had a student in my class that loved baseball and said, "Hey, Mr. Can you come to one of my games?" And this year was so incredibly busy. Every time it was like, "Oh man, buddy, sorry, I can't come at night," because, some of his games were at night. And so the last day of school, he said, "Mr. Can you come to my last game?" And I'm like, man, I got to make it. And so I went to the game, Maryville Little League Baseball. And, what better way to fit your niche than to feel like, yeah, something I'm passionate about, like robotics and baseball. And I go to the game, and it's so cool because teaching for an entire year here in Tennessee, I'm seeing students from my school, and they're in their baseball uniform. "Hey, Mr. How you doing?" And it was just, that was a feeling of, hey, I think this is feeling like home. Baseball and knowing kids that are at the Little League fields playing baseball in Maryville, Tennessee. Come on, how much home can I feel from that? Okay, a sad update on my allergies. I believe it was 2 weeks ago, just hit me really bad. And yeah, probably mowing had a lot to do with it. I learned that I've seen a lot of people mowing their lawns with masks on, and I'm like, interesting. And that was back in California. That was my best year of allergies, was when we had to wear masks. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe there's something to that. So the next time I mow, I'm gonna definitely be wearing a mask, because man, as soon as I mowed, it was just like, oh, nose is running, eyes are itchy and watery, sneezing. And so, man, I had a feeling it would come back to jinx me here when I was saying, hey, I'm doing great with my allergies. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm in the clear, because usually my allergies would hit me in like March or April. And so I'm like, hey, I'm free and clear. And then May comes along, and then it's starting to hit me a little hard. So I'm taking the Claritin, and I'm just hoping that whatever, I mean, we're getting the notifications on my phone like a high pollen count. And so I'm just hoping and praying that this Claritin mixed with wearing a mask the next time I do yard work will just help me out here. Because yeah, there's some mornings where the Claritin is wearing off and I'm like, oh man, it's just, you can feel your eyes kind of burning. So yeah, I was kind of premature on the celebration of, yay, my allergies are doing a lot better. So oops. So chalk one up for my neighbors. I went mowing with a mask on, and my allergies were not as bad as the first time. Okay, I need to do some backpedaling myself here, because a few vlogs ago I was talking about Tennessee folks and their soda, and I did have to stop and wonder, hey, you know what? I just walked out with 4 bags of chips, and somebody could have looked at me and said, hey, those Tennessee folks love their potato chips. And then I had to think, oh, I bought 4 because if I only bought 1 bag of chips, it was going to cost me $5. I bought 4 bags of chips for $9. And so I'm just doing some math going, okay, why wouldn't I buy more in bulk here? And then I'm thinking, oh, maybe the soda people did the same thing. So I apologize, soda people. Maybe you were just trying to set aside some and, getting that deal for more 8-packs, 6-packs, whatever you guys are buying, and not necessarily drinking that all in one day. So I apologize if I offended you, like, hey, wait a minute, it was on sale and that's why I bought a whole ton of them, and we're saving the rest for another time. But sorry about that if I felt like you guys were drinking all of it and not getting a good deal from the store. Okay guys, before I leave you today, there was this ginormous anthill behind my garage, and I guess the little kid in me came out, and I'm like, what if I took a stick and just poked this anthill, and what would happen? And so I'll let the video tell the rest. Okay guys, look at this giant anthill. What do you think is going to happen when I poke it with this stick? Oh yeah, I've really ticked him off. All right guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's vlog. Again, happy early Memorial Day to all of you guys. Again, God bless America, and just thank you so much for all of your sacrifice, all of you veterans and families of loved ones that lost their lives in the service. Thank you so much for your sacrifice too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.